Any excuse for a bit of an oasis, I think. But I'm a bit 90s, aren't I, Andy?
80s. Giacomo.
Dick. Right. It's flown here today, especially all the way from Turkey. Would you please welcome on stage, Wider Barbecue?
Flown here from Turkey? I said I got the train here from Torquay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just finished reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Fantastic book. Now there's some interesting things in the books which never made it into the films, which I'd like to share with you. Like, for example, the real reason Professor Dumbledore told the children never to go into the Forbidden Forest after dark was because it was in fact a Muggle dogging location. Just off the M25. Junction 4, anti-clockwise, along the A21, opposite the golf course, around the back of the Derby and Joan Club. You pull into the car park, you see a big sign that says Fat Susie's Sausage Grill. You park up, you walk into the woods, you take the right-hand path, you go a little way up the hill, round the corner. Anyway, I've not been there myself, but I've got this friend who has, and he told me there's plenty going on there. There's something for everyone. Moaning Myrtle used to hang out there most nights, which incidentally is where she got her nickname from. You see, in the book she was actually called Doggin Doris. But when they made the first film, they said, we'll never get that one past a PG certificate. So they changed her name from Doggin Doris to Moaning Myrtle, took her out to Doggin Forest, threw her in the toilets on the first floor, changed the Doggin Forest to a Forbidden Forest, and slapped a nice clean PG certificate on it. Let me tell you, filthy little cow she was. Any unsuspecting bloke walking around there late at night, she'd have his trousers and pants down faster than a proctologist on a tight schedule. She's had a few broomsticks parked up in her chamber of secrets. She's had a few wands dipped in her cauldron. She's hitched a right side saddle on the back of a few wizard's furry broomsticks in her time. This isn't working. Let me try my knob gag. Silent comedy there. This is me backup jokes. How did Pinocchio first discover he was made of wood? His right hand caught fire. What's green and smells of bacon? Kermit's tallywhacker. What's brown and smells of bacon? Kermit's tallywhacker. What's white and smells of bacon? Miss Piggy's vibrator. Okay, what we've got here in the emergency backup. Let's see, I've got one about a magician on a luxury cruise liner. Alright. Have we got any fans of Chris Rea in?
Yes.
Oh, who's that? One over there, one over there. Alright. Well, personally, I can't stand him, and I'll tell you why. Many people think Chris is American. He's not. He's English. He's from the north. Many years ago, I was on a touring holiday up in Yorkshire. And I was driving along the A165 and I broke down. So while I was waiting for green flag, I sat outside the car. Beautiful bit of countryside. Valleys, trees, forests, farms, beautiful river snaking in the distance. And I sat down and I wrote a song. And I called my song The Road to Hull. And that rotten Chris Rea, he stole my song. Anyway, I'm going to sing a couple of lines so you can hear what it should have sounded like before he stole it. This ain't no technological breakdown. This is the road to Hull. Anyway, I always thought that was a better version. Anyway, I tried to get a lawyer together, get a case together, but you got no chance against these record companies. So I rewrote the words, rewrote the music, rewrote the song. Next thing you know, AC/DC stole that song off me.
Go on.
No AC/DC fans in. And my friends are gonna be there too. I'm on a highway to Hull. I'm on a highway to Hull. I'm on a highway to Hull. And I don't like that rotten meatloaf neither. And I'm not even singing any bit of that. Forget. Right, let's see. I've got another joke about a man who goes to the doctor with a really bad case of tennis elbow. Right. Bit of poetry. Little Miss Muffet sat in a tuffet eating a raspberry tart. She lifted her legs, adjusted her cakes and blew out a massive fart. Not too many poetry people. Right, I've got a joke about Neville Longbottom walks into a whorehouse down Nocturne Alley. A bit of a mixed reaction. I'll tell you what, I'll give it a go, see how it goes. I can always stop it halfway through. Right, Neville Longbottom walks into a whorehouse down Nocturne Alley. The madame greets him at reception. Oh, good evening, young Master Longbottom. And how are we on this fine summer evensong? Oh, not too good, Madam Pumpernickel, not too good at all, not too good at all. Then Rotten Death Eater's been chasing me again. Here, look what that rotten Bellatrix Lestrange did to my ear. Bloody lunatic, that woman, bloody hurts, that does. Yes, well, I'm sure an hour or two spent in the company of one of my young ladies will help you forget all your worries about those vile Death Eaters. Oh, I do hope so, Madam Pumpernickel, I do. The same word either. Right, what else have we got? Right, I've got, let's see, I've got a Dr. Evil impression, which is good, because I shaved my head this morning. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Right, I haven't done this for ages. I haven't practiced half of this one. So I practiced me Harry Potter, but you haven't, you didn't really sort of react to that. Right, hang on, Dr. Evil. Hang on. Hang on. I haven't done this for ages. I haven't done this for months. It's, oh yeah, that's it. The details of my life are quite inconsequential. Very well. Where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving lingerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. My father would womanize, he would drink, he would make outrageous accusations like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy.
Shush.
The sort of general malaise only the genius possessing insane lament. My childhood was typical. Summers in Rangoon, huge lessons. In the spring we'd make meat helmets. When I was insolent, I was placed in a burlap bag and beaten with reeds. Pretty standard, really. At the age of 12, I received my first scribe. At the age of 14, a Zoroastrian named Vilmon ritualistically shaved my testicles. There really is nothing like a shorn scrotum. It's breathtaking. I suggest you try it. I'm told I also do a good Popeye impression. Well, what do you do? Skip it up, you do. Well, if it ain't me, old pal. Oh. Got a joke about Bear Grylls. So it's a bit long, it goes on. A bit. Oh, I've never done this before. And this is one of them jokes that is right on the line, right? So before I get to the line, just go like that, because it's really on the line. It's one of those jokes that's got overtones of racism, political correctness, and anti-health and safety. So before we get that far, just go like that and I'll stop. But the clever thing about this joke is you can't quite work out where the racism is. That's a clever bit about it. Anyway, you'll see what I mean. Anyway, before anyone complains, just go like that. Right, well, years ago we used to do these Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman jokes, and they're outdated, so you can't do them anymore. Also, it's politically incorrect to keep picking on the Irish, so you can't do them anymore. So, keeping that in mind, let me run this one past you very carefully. There's an Englishman, an Eastern European, and a gentleman of dark skin persuasion of no particular race, creed, colour or ethnic diversity from no particular country at all. And he's got very dark skin. And the Englishman says, what is the fastest thing in the world? And they're all looking around. Nah, you're not biting, I can tell. Let's see. I'll tell you what, let's try some heckles. Go for it.
Tell us what the black man thinks.
The black man, he thinks you look like a wannabe black man in that baseball cap and that shirt, mate.
It's a fucking £5 get right, mate.
Say again?
£5.
£5.
Panel.
5 panels. Sorry, I don't get it.
Talk about house. Talk about my hat.
5 panel for the hat. They must have seen you coming, mate, if you paid 5 panel for that hat. Any more heckles? You can always tell a lovely audience when you say, any more heckles, and nobody does. That's really nice. That shows how nice the audience is. Oh, well, I've got to finish on something good. What can I finish on that's good? I've done my knob gag. Finish on something good. Mary had a little lamb. She also had a duck. Careful, behave yourselves. And when she went to market, she drove a big red truck. My name's been Wider Barbecue. You've been a fantastic audience. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you very much. Straight from Torquay, not Turkey. Please welcome on stage Stuart Davis, please. Stuart Davis taking a long walk from the back of the room.